So welcome back.
Here we
Sorry,
are.
it's not our fault that they made you have to click and then watch that 30-second video before you got to us. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or that make us go over and punch in titles every 10 minutes to
Yes.
save the next segment.
Yes. You know what they should do is they should give you a choice. They say they make it at 10 minutes so that they can automatically upload it to YouTube and Twitter and all these places if you want it there. They should give you an option. Listen, do you want your show in 10-minute increments to upload to these places, or do you want to have an hour?
Yeah, because
I'm not saying, unconditional. Yeah, an hour's fair. A show is usually an hour long. So we have to stop and make the donuts, so to speak, like restart the show and save it every 10 minutes. That can throw your whole thought process if you're talking about something prior to that.
And if we wanted to, do an hour and chop it into meaningful segments, be easier.
What do you believe is the best form of government? I actually believe the best form of government is a mixture of socialism and capitalism. I think there's some really awesome things about capitalism, and I do believe if you work a little harder than the next guy and you make the effort and you sacrifice and make the sacrifices to get the education, to do a little better and everything, you should have a chance to get ahead. If you're smart, you should have a chance to get ahead. But we should judge how we treat people we should judge our society on how we treat the worst among us. In the same token, there's no reason that we should be letting babies in the richest country in the world go hungry. Meanwhile, we're giving how many billions and millions to foreign countries to save their children, but we're not even watching our kids in our own backyard. And if that sounds xenophobic or,
Yeah.
I am not anti-free trade. I am anti-free trade. Yes, I am. I am anti-free trade, but I am pro-fair trade.
Yeah. No, I think you want to have socialism to the extent where it sets a baseline standard of living that is acceptable. And then every incentive in the world to get off of that and do better. And as well as you can do in life, rock on. If you can make your millions and billions of dollars,
yes,
go for it.
I think intelligence and people who decide to stick it out and go to school and learn, I think that they should be rewarded for that, and especially if they're good at it, because we have to reward the people who are really good at things, because we want them to be motivated to find cures for things and whatnot. Where the greed is don't you think they could have cured the common cold about 30 years ago, if not more? But the cold industry is a $1 a year industry. Why would they want to give up selling you cough medicine? If
Exactly, and
I mean, they obviously prove with the flu they can give you a shot, and there's very good odds you will not get the flu.
And besides, that whole pseudoephedrine business for the cold industry has done wonders for the illegal drug industry. What with every meth addict.
Yeah. Because isn't it like there's something in cough syrup or some type of cough medicine that they need to make meth?
It's the ones with the pseudoephedrine that they use to make methamphetamine. Okay. So
there you go. Mike knows how to make meth. So if you're interested, call him. The number's at the bottom. I, on the other hand, have no idea how to make meth. I had heard something, though, about something in cough syrup or something like that.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of states now where you have difficulty buying certain cough syrups or cough medicines because of, the active ingredient in them. And it's like, no, man.
I suppose if it can lead to making meth, it might not be something that we might want to be putting into our bodies. I'm thinking,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that are active ingredient where an ingredient is fine on its own, but is a problem when it's made. I mean, water's in just about everything, but we don't say, well, they use water to make alcohol, so we should ban water.
So in tonight's time capsule...
Ooh, where are we going?
In tonight's time capsule, throughout the rest of the show, we're going to be just playing, one or two videos or whatever. Just, because we're going to start getting ready to say goodbye to George Bush.
Aww.
And we just think that, okay, so basically from now until January 20th at 12 noon, believe me, I'm counting the fucking days.
And hours.
And hours and minutes and seconds. We're going to, every show, kind of have a time capsule about Georgie Porgy. and we'll play something about him that's in the past that's interesting
Or fun.
or fun.
Or slightly demeaning.
Yes. And sometimes absolutely self-deprecating on his part. You know. So,
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the Heads Up. This is by Heads Up. I think it's headsup.com. They're very funny guys. They do a lot of funny videos on the internet. And I encourage you to check them out. Just not now. Go after the show.
Okay, I think we had a couple, didn't we?
The one that was put into favorites, it would be the first one that you would come across.
Not on page 2.
No, okay, well, I'm gonna obviously
I
have
will
to
find
help
it.
them. Okay, well, no, you're in ours. You're
I
in
know.
ours. No,
I'm
just-
getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
He's getting it.
I'm getting there.
Okay, so, okay. Probably one of these.
Which one?
Yeah.
Let's do this
Okay,
one.
this one's called Heads Up, What Bush Knew About. Heads up.
Mr. President, 2 more former top CIA officers have confirmed that you were told that Saddam Hussein did not have weapons of mass destruction months before we invaded Iraq. And yet Andrew Card claims in his new book that you still believe that they existed at least through 2006. What can I tell you? I'm a shrink's wet dream. Speaking of wet dreams, let's talk about Iran.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, let's play the other one.
Okay, let me grab it.
Okay. Anarchy.
Hi, my name's
Conspiracy.
George. My question involves a scenario. A nuclear dirty bomb has gone off in a major U.S. city, killing millions of people. A message has been intercepted that contains the location of a second bomb. My question is, in order to save millions of innocent lives, would you allow that message to be translated by a homosexual?
You would be correct. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I do not believe that the government perpetrated 9/11. I think Osama bin Laden got a bunch of dedicated people with a twisted version, a perverted version of a religion that they have tried to hijack to do crazy ass shit. And that they hate the whole fact that we are infidels and that we are on their land and they want us off, and they hate that we support Israel the way we do, and they want us to be at least fair, and they want us off their lands, and then after that they probably wouldn't have that much of a beef with us. But at this point it's like, no, I don't believe. I'm not a conspiracy nut. I believe Al-Qaeda did 9/11.
Yeah, probably because they did.
Yeah.
And it was
And it just so happens that all the people that they could trace back to terrorist things were on those planes that day.
yeah, funny how that
Yeah,
worked out.
four of them each plane.
Yeah.
So, definitely a pattern there.
And it was nice to see that message out from them, condemning Obama.
Yes, religion
today
is the cause of all wars. I agree with that. One way or another, even if it's justified or not justified, religion is always an aspect. Because you can really motivate people with religion, right? You can get people to follow you if you make it about their values and something they believe in, I think freedom's okay, but religious values, no. I think everyone should just be able to believe what they want to believe.
Yep.
That's what I think.
Yeah, as long as
I
they
mean,
don't
I'm totally...
believe what you want, tell me about it, just don't tell me I have to believe it.
Yeah.
Happy to have anyone
Don't
share
try to
their religious
convert
belief.
me, but
Exactly.
I'm more than happy to listen to you with an open mind.
Yeah.
But don't try to convert me. I mean...
Well, you can offer to teach me, and I can offer to,
Say no.
say no,
Yeah.
or I'm curious, or whatnot. Yeah, well, who likes to have anything rammed down their throat, really?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody. But I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
So, but we should play some more another clip, maybe.
Hey, should we start getting into some of those favorite Bushisms over the years just for fun, or do you want to leave that
Yeah.
till later?
Well, let's leave that to the next segment
Okay.
of the show, shall we?
How long we got left on this segment?
Oh, about 6 seconds.
Oh.
So
Five,
that's
four, three,